His body was later found still in the car. In 1688, the apprentice boys of Derry earned immortality in the history of Protestant ascendancy in Ireland. Over 280 years later, enmity smoulders still between Protestant and Catholic, and nowhere near a flashpoint than in the sombre sectarian towns of the 6 counties. Of course, there's an inherent effervescence in Ireland's character, but somehow it always seems to blow up. The wider world may be divided by more distinct ideologies, but Northern Ireland still marches in its own holy war. And as Ireland's history demonstrates, no bitterness exceeds that of brother against brother. In the words of Northern Ireland's Prime Minister, these hooligan irresponsibles in our midst, whether Protestant or Roman Catholic, are a menace to our prospects as a community. He also referred to the high cost Northern Ireland has already paid in damage to property and the loss of earnings from tourists and industrial investment. The tragedy is that most intelligent Catholics and Protestants had already reached a unity in the sense that they were determined this Derry march should not provoke riots. But hooliganism knows no logic, and there's some evidence of a strong outside influence at work, stirring up trouble and helping to organize it. Many Catholics in Derry see the police as a symbol of Protestant intolerance, so it was the police they attacked rather than the apprentices. One of the most disturbing and dramatic aspects, with significance far beyond the Battle of Bogside, was the intervention of the Prime Minister of the Irish Republic. It implies a resurgence of the movement against partition. It suggests that the predominantly Catholic Republic may not remain inactive on behalf of Catholics in the North.
It is clear now that the present situation cannot be allowed to continue. It is evident also that the Stormont government is no longer in control of the situation. Indeed, the present situation is the inevitable outcome of the policies pursued for decades by successive Stormont governments. It is clear also that the Irish government can no longer stand by and see innocent people injured and perhaps worse.
The constabulary are now being assisted by British troops, but the restoration of order is only a beginning. Only in the last half-century has Ireland's national culture and personality been allowed to reassert itself. What a tragedy if the renaissance that so many of her people have striven for so long should be put in jeopardy by the bigotry and anarchy of Irishmen themselves.